Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 832 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Coinbase has published a shareholder letter for its first quarter, RIOT has reported record results for its first quarter, and a subsidiary of the Nine Limited, NBTC, has signed an agreement for a computing center. Just before we get into the news today, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Alright, so Coinbase, which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol COIN, published a shareholder letter reporting its first quarter 2022 results. Notably, the crypto exchange giant posted a net loss of $430 million USD, as well as a drop in revenue from about $2.49 billion in Q4 last year to $1.17 billion in Q1 this year. According to a report from Cointelegraph, Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong remains optimistic, saying in an earnings call, quote, "There are so many customers beating a path to our door that we have to have all hands on deck just to keep everything running. So the down periods are often sometimes kind of a welcome change from that, in the sense that we get to focus on building the next layer of innovation that will benefit us in the next cycle." End quote. Armstrong goes on to say, quote, "The broader markets are down. We're seeing a down market for growth tech stocks and risk assets. Coinbase and crypto is no exception to that. The good news is, as a crypto company, we've lived through many different cycles in crypto, including major drawdowns, which I think makes us well suited to operate through these environments." End quote. RIOT Blockchain Inc., trading on the Nasdaq under the ticker RIOT, has reported its financial results for the quarter ended March 31st, 2022, and I have to say they've had a much different experience than Coinbase in the same period. Some highlights from this report include a 244% increase in revenue to $79.8 million and the production of 1,405 bitcoins. This is up 186% over the company's previous quarter. Jason Less, the CEO of RIOT, said, quote, "We are extremely proud of the progress that RIOT continues to make, having achieved record levels of net income, revenue, hash rate, and Bitcoin mined in the first quarter. Our vertically integrated business strategy of owning, operating, and manufacturing has accelerated our growth while helping insulate us from continuing global supply chain issues. Over the remainder of 2022 and beyond, RIOT plans to build upon the solid foundation set to date. We look forward to demonstrating continued operational excellence, execution in increasing our hash rate, and leading our industry in increasing the company's developed capacity." End quote. NBTC Limited, the wholly owned subsidiary of the Nine Limited, which trades on the Nasdaq as NCTY, has signed a purchase agreement with Kyrgyzstan-based crypto mining firm SolarCoin LLC for the purchase of a blockchain computing center in Kyrgyzstan, wherein NBTC Limited will obtain 31.5 megawatts of electricity capacity for the deployment of its 7,500 Antminer S19J Bitcoin mining machines, contributing approximately 675 petahash per second in hash power. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.